Welcome to hiddenamuraka, Babylon Revealed. This is the last installation of the great work, My Alchemical Romance, Part 8 of my magnum opus, To Infinity and Beyond. Now, nothing is by accident. There's no coincidences. Coincidences are simply the Creator's way of staying anonymous. Now, listen to the universe. Listen to your intuition. Pass these tests, because the consequences only get worse over time. Now, with that being said, it is no coincidence that this is an 8-part series. The number 8 flipped sideways represents the infinity symbol. Signs and symbols rule the world. They always have, and they always will. The number 8 represents transcendence, samsara, moksha, libra, anima, vestra. Now, the number 8 represents the magic star of Venus, the 8-pointed star of Ishtar, the morning star. The 8-pointed star of Venus. Now, in Egypt, the master magician Thoth had 8 disciples. It was the number of order and divine balance. Now, Egypt's first pantheon was of 8 gods, the first being Pan, the universal god of paganism, the god of animal instincts, who is still worshipped to this day as the Baphomet. Now, to those who cannot be spoken, the meat cutters, number 8, represents circumcision, the covenant. Now, the Greeks dedicated the number 8 to Dionysus, who was born on the 8th month of the year. Now, to the great serpent, Pythagoras, his famous axiom, all is number. 8 is the actual first square number. Pythagoras even named it the Pythagorean philo, the perfect divine geometrical harmony, the perfect divine cosmic order. The number 8 laid down was the infinity symbol. Now, to the great serpent, Pythagoras, he held that each man held 8 organs of the universe: knowledge, sense, fantasy, art, opinion, prudence, science, wisdom, and last, but probably most important, the mind. Now, the last 3 have been extremely occulted and hidden to the masses, confused, consolidated, religion, and mashed up politics, as different control systems, programming centers. Now, it is important to remember that all the world is a stage, and I mean that as literal as possible. Now, if you think guys like Elon Musk own 6 companies and are smoking weed on Joe Rogan's podcast, then you're out of your damn mind, because these guys are actors, and this includes guys like Mark Zuckerberg. There's a reason why Facebook is able to do what it is able to do, because there's a 3-letter organization behind it, collecting your information and watching your every move. Now, it is their job to shape the way you see this reality, shape your perception of this reality. Perception is reality. Now, it is their job to make it to you think what is acceptable to think and what is not acceptable to think. Now, Christ was crucified at the age of 33. 33 is the highest degree of masonry. There's 33 vertebrae, Jacob's ladder, the kingdom of heaven within. 33 mirrored is 8. 8 is an immortal soul, a God source, the perfect cosmic divine order. Now, we have talked about the world soul and the divine spark trapped in matter. Now, the Alpha, the Pisces sign, the world is the soul. The soul is the creative power forming the world, taming the powers of the physical world, but also developing the wisdom of the higher I. The soul is the space between the spirit and the body of the fish, the resurrection, the Alpha to the Omega. The Alpha and the Omega, death and resurrection, the connection between the spiritual world and the physical world. Now, after the one splits in two, the spiritual world contains the physical, like a petri dish, a crucible, or a grail. When the first period ends, the outer gods die in the physical and resurrect in our interior. The new cosmos, leaving the old to die, the universe turns inside out to right all of the creation, becoming one again. The physical, material world is but a shadow of the spiritual world, the Alpha and the Omega, the death and the resurrection. The number 33 also represents the 33 vertebrae, the energy, the Kundalini energy going up your 33 vertebrae, causing where Christ consciousness dwells. The number 8 also famously represents the Ouroboros, the serpent, continuously eating itself. The ancient Greek word for the Egyptian Uraueas serpent. Now, the Uraueas, or the serpent crown, was often shown on Egyptian pharaohs and Nubian royalty as the Nagar or the Nagus, associated with the Nagas. The infinity symbol actually comes from the Uraueas, the magical cobra from Egypt. What is less known is that the same symbol is found in two depictions. The Uraueas is either found the coiled one or the larger, the risen one. Both snakes symbolically assume the infinity position, with one exception. The risen Uraueas is the eye of the sun, is awakened, ready to claim its power, fight against the darkness and oblivion. Hence, the symbol of infinity is a symbol of our endless lessons in the incarnations and calls of us to wake up and rise like the Uraueas, realizing our divinity and claiming our magic and our birthright. Now, people act like the Bible is outside of them, not realizing that it is an allegory. We are all Christ. We have all been crucified on that cross. We all have a chance to be resurrected and reborn every single day. The Bible is not outside of us, but a part of us. Heaven or hell is a state of consciousness. It is not in the future, but now. The serpent Kundalini energy was for wisdom, power, and protection. Now within each of us lies the potential to activate a personal connection to the superconscious, called the Uraueas in ancient Egyptian texts, and Kundalini in ancient Hindu yoga traditions. Our intimate serpent power of spiritual transcendence inhabits the base of the spine in its dormant state. When awakened, it unfurls along the spinal column to the brain, connecting individual consciousness to the consciousness of the universe. At the root of creativity and spiritual genius across innumerable cultures and civilizations, this intelligent force reveals portals that unfold time, space, and the luminous matrix of reality itself. This is a dormant feature of all human beings. There are portals all over this world. We are spiritual beings living a physical experience. It is time to transcend this matrix, overcome the duality, become one, see the divinity in all things. Consciousness is your birthright. Knowledge is power. It is the key to immortality. It is the key to escape the material realm. And the only way we can do this is to unify, to put aside all the fake social constructs, the race, the creeds, the religion, all of it, and come together. It is not a class war. It is us versus them, the 99% versus the 1%. It is time to unify. It is time to transcend the duality, see past the differences, see past the opposites, and come together. Show the masses that there's another way. Show them that it can be done, that it was done not even that long ago, that this is all just an illusion. The fear is what is controlling them. It is just a slight change in thinking. This is the great work of humanity. All consciousness is connected. If one of us is down, we are all down. Consciousness is what connects us. It is our birthright. It is what connects us. The world soul, the anima mundi. We hold the key to break out of the own prison of our consciousness. We are the warden, and it is time to make that change. This is the great work of humanity. Thank you so very much for watching. This was Hidden America. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.